Hello everyone, my name is Lynn. Welcome to my presentations on early theories. I'll be talking about Weber's bureaucracy as an existing concept and Taylor's concept as something that should go or be updated. The concept that exists today is bureaucracy. Most people refer it to government, but bureaucracy applies to private sector also. So Weber's six-principle bureaucracy, what it does is define the structure of organizations and the way that they function. Starting with formal selection, it is a move away from the Pendleton Acts. So government positions are based on merit, not the spoil system, which Wilson also promoted along with professionalizations. This means division labor is similar to Taylor and Fayol, and that also influenced Gulick's in concepts of job specialization. Duties are allocated in a way that the overall interests of the organizations are achieved, whether based on scientific measurements or rules and regulations. Every organization, they try to minimize the cost while maximizing the output. So as Wilson stated, running government like a business. So all the concepts of bureaucracy applies to Orange County Social Service Agency. Here's the organizational chart of the various departments, and you can see the hierarchical structure. There is a scalar chain, a top to bottom structure. It gets confusing. I work for Social Service Agency. Under that is the Family Self-Sufficient Branch, and under that is the Adult Services Department. But within that department is the in-home support service department, which I work for. And you can see that on the bottom corner on the right. And you can see that Unity of Commands this because I have one supervisor to report to. And on here, if you see the directors and the administrative managers, they have been in the agency for a long time. So there's a tenure and their experience equates their positions. I think some of Taylor's concepts should go or be updated. One best way is not the only way or the best way when we're not in the Industrial Revolution anymore. We have to get with the times, especially with globalizations and technology. In the government service sector, you can't measure work performance quantitatively. For example, my job as a social worker requires critical thinking skills and flexibility. So situations are different that falls out of the program's regulations or training. Every client I work with is different, so you can't standardize a social worker's way of doing things completely, even though the program does try. And they're just wrong assumption that money is the motivation for productivity. Mayo debunked that, finding that productivity increased it is because of the employee social interaction or just the fact that they're being watched in his experiment. And Follett, sorry, I'm drawing a blank, focus on relationship between managers and employees versus Taylor's productivity. So her idea of integrations allows the employees participation in decision making so they can come up with new ideas. And there's this reciprocal relationship, which means that people or just the departments, they influence each other and coordinate with each other. So you have less misunderstanding, and just by following the rules like Taylor's or Weber, you're going to repeat the mistake or make a mistake. So in other words, we don't work alone. So this concludes my presentations. Thank you for listening. I look forward to your feedbacks and listening to your presentation for your insights. Thank you and have a blessed week.